In March 2007, Martin Hollywood Truth magazine published a headline that froze the entertainment industry: the discovery of Burt Lancaster's top-secret notebook. Lancaster, the legendary star of From Here to Eternity and a man of noted integrity, did not leave behind a memoir of nostalgia. Instead, he left a list of 14 names, dazzling icons of the golden age whom he bluntly labeled as the most malicious people Hollywood ever produced. Why would a man like Lancaster leave such a curse for future generations? Today on Royal Time of Hollywood, we expose the dark side of the stars you once adored. Number 1 is Elizabeth Taylor, the hidden storm. To the world, she was the lady with violet eyes. To Burt Lancaster, she was a queen of manipulation. In 1962, on the set of Cleopatra, Taylor famously halted production for 14 hours simply because a colleague wore a dress that matched her color. When confronted, she hurled wine in the director's face. Her marriages were not love stories. They were power struggles where she seized assets and controlled careers, treating icons like Richard Burton as pieces on a chessboard. Number 2 is Kirk Douglas, the predator in human skin. Lancaster's diary depicts Douglas not as a hero, but as a cold-blooded manipulator. He was a predator who used his influence to crush anyone who defied him. In 1959, actress Lisa Avery was erased from a project simply for refusing a private dinner with him. Douglas allegedly used substances not just for himself, but as tools of coercion to force directors and co-stars into submission. Number 3 is Natalie Wood, fake tears and ruthless intrigue. Beneath her fragile beauty lay a master strategist. Natalie Wood once fainted on set, halting work for 10 hours just to pressure producers into firing a co-star she disliked. Lancaster hinted that her mysterious 1981 death was the final price of a life built on schemes. He wrote, "The sea did not kill her. It only concealed what she left behind on the shore." Number 4 is Mickey Rooney, the verbal tormentor. Rooney took delight in seeing others collapse. He mocked background actors for trivial things like their hair, laughing as they broke down. Off-screen, Lancaster claims Rooney treated his wives like slaves, using violence and mental labor to break them. In 1967, he reportedly struck his wife on set for being behind schedule, leaving scars that never healed. Number 5 is Marilyn Monroe, the black hole of Hollywood. Monroe turned her perceived fragility into a weapon. On the set of Some Like It Hot, she would vanish for hours, forcing hundreds of crew members to wait on her whim. Lancaster claims she used secret romantic entanglements with moguls like Jack Warner to trigger emotional crises whenever she wanted to force a business decision in her favor. Number 6 is Errol Flynn, the devil in a gentleman's suit. The Robin Hood of Hollywood lived a life of debauchery that included drug trafficking and the abuse of power. Flynn hosted parties where violence was part of the spectacle, using his wealth to silence victims. Lancaster saw him not just as a rogue, but as a boundless monster who used his charm to mask a truly criminal soul. Number 7 is Spencer Tracy, the terror of the dressing room. To Burt, Tracy was the devil in the dressing room. He used alcohol to instill fear, drinking specifically to hurt others. In 1961, during judgment at Nuremberg, he reportedly smashed a bottle over a minor mistake by a makeup artist. He would alternate between saintly smiles and threats of suicide to coerce co-stars into doing his bidding. Number 8 is James Stewart, the nice guy who judged. The upright hero was, in reality, a harshly judgmental man. Stewart kept secret notes on his co-stars' mistakes and handed them to directors to keep everyone unsettled. In 1957, Lancaster claims Stewart used script requirements to avoid working with black actors. He didn't need to shout. His icy, holier-than-thou silence made everyone feel they weren't decent enough to exist. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to check out the other stories and shocking updates on our channel. We've covered many incredible celebrity journeys, tragic endings, and untold Hollywood secrets that you don't want to miss. Binge watch our previous videos to discover more surprising facts, emotional stories, and where your favorite stars are today. Your support helps us bring you more powerful content like this, so don't forget to explore, watch more, and stay tuned for the next video. Number 9 is Henry Fonda, the Invisible Judge. Fonda killed with silence. While playing the hero on screen, he was a master of psychological harm at home. His children, including Jane Fonda, grew up in the shadow of a man who offered zero praise, only cold control. Lancaster noted that Fonda's ruthlessness made him a prime example of how to maintain power through fear rather than respect. Number 10 is Jane Fonda, the brainwasher with an angelic face. Jane Fonda used the microphone as a weapon. She once demanded a cameraman be fired for his religious beliefs. When refused, she threatened to ruin the production through the press. Lancaster remarked that Jane didn't need violence. She used extreme ideals to force people to take sides or face public shaming and ostracism. Number 11 is Bing Crosby, the cold steel gaze. Behind the white Christmas facade was a father who psychologically tortured his children. Crosby would make his sons stand shirtless in freezing weather for low grades. Lancaster's accounts were later backed by Bing's own son, Gary, who said he would have rather been the child of a criminal than the son of Bing Crosby. Number 12 is Gary Crosby, the warped reflection. Gary became a victim who reenacted his father's sins. He was accused of abusing girlfriends and attacking innocent people to vent his rage. Lancaster viewed Gary as living proof that evil is often taught, a cycle of violence that turned a victim into a carbon copy of his abuser. Number 13 is Joan Crawford, the woman of violence. Crawford chose violence for every problem. She famously used coat hangers and combs to teach her children through pain. Lancaster dubbed her the woman who spreads fear, noting her use of substances and physical intimidation to keep her entire world under a state of siege. Number 14 is Lucille Ball, the dictator behind the smile. The woman who made America laugh was, according to Lancaster, a psychological dictator. As the head of Desilu, she kept a notebook of every employee's faults, even how they knocked on doors. She once threw a manuscript in a writer's face after forcing him to work 24 hours straight. She even installed secret microphones to eavesdrop on her staff's loyalty. Burt Lancaster's list serves as a bloody warning. Behind the dazzling glamour lies a world filled with ruthless cruelty. Which of these stars shocked you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for visiting the neighborhood with Royal Time of Hollywood. Remember, you make every day a special day just by being you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Royal Time of Hollywood so you won't miss our next journey behind the velvet curtain.